India. Let's move on now. We've got another corporate conversation waiting by Sula Vineyards. The stock is surging. It's up close to about 6% odd. Good set of Q3 earnings coming in. Record-breaking quarter, in fact, on the revenue, EBITDA and profit after tax. The revenue contribution from their own brand and the elite and premium segment has increased. Rajeev Samant, the MD and CEO of Sula Vineyards, is now with us on the show now. Rajeev, morning, and thanks so much for joining in. Could you break up this top-line growth of 14.5%? And congratulations in terms of the kind of volume growth that you had and in terms of the value add or the premiumization trend that we are seeing?
Yeah, so that's really been a theme for us. As you know, over the last 3 years, we have really focused on becoming a powerhouse in terms of creating our own brands and gaining widespread consumer acceptance for those. And within our own brands, premiumization has been a real key for us. And you're continuing to see that theme in Q3. And that's definitely our theme, current as well as future theme. So our premium wines, that is wines with a Maharashtra MRP of above 700 rupees, have grown much faster than the wines below 700 rupees. And that's what we've been talking about. That's what Sula is all about, creating strong homegrown wine brands, the best in each price category, the best in each kind of varietal, and then the premiumization, that's a constant theme.
What was the volume growth in Q3 or the number?
So the volume growth is about 8% less than the 8 to 10% less than the value growth. And the difference there is due to premiumization and price taking.
So in lakh cases, what would that number be, Rajeev?
The lakh cases is something we normally talk about at the end of the quarter, us being a very seasonal business. But I'd like to focus on the value growth there, 14% value growth in our most important quarter. What's important to note in the case of Sula and in the wine industry, it's a very seasonal business. Q3 is the most important quarter. And we are really pleased that our revenues have zoomed higher than 200 crores for the first time ever in a quarter. That's something that we're really proud about.
Okay, Rajeev, hi, good morning and congratulations. Wine tourism, this whole business is picking up in a big way. And every time I try to check at Beyond and the Source, I mean, prices are only getting higher by the day. So tell us a little bit about what the average room rate could look like. I understand that in the 9 months of this year, your average room rate has gone up to 10,500 rupees. You think it's going to go up higher than that? And what's your eventual plan with the wine tourism business? How much do you think you can grow it by? If you can share some numbers with us.
Well, I have some good news for you. We have added actually a number of rooms in this last quarter, and we're going to be adding more rooms in Q4. So we are very aware of the fact that people like yourself are finding it difficult to get a room. We want to address that. Yes, we've crossed 10,000 rupees in our average room rate, which is a fantastic average room rate. However, what I would really like is to make our wine tourism more and more welcoming for people across the country. Some really good news is that Indigo is starting flights now to Nasik Airport. SpiceJet has already started flights over the last couple of months. So we're going to be directly connected to around 6 cities in just around a month's time. 6 important cities across India. That's going to lead to a further boom in wine tourism. Numbers are picking way up. We're going to again be crossing 3 lakh visitors to our vineyards this year. But the good news is we're constantly adding more rooms and constantly adding more experiences. So I hope that you should be able to get a room. During the week is always cheaper than the weekend. So there's dynamic pricing, a lot of demand on weekends, always full. So you're always going to see high rates. But those of you who can take time off during the week, it's very rewarding.
I think you misheard my question. It was not about getting a room. It was about the room rate. The room rates.
So I answered your question
really
again there. Room rates go down during the week and go up on the weekend.
And Rajeev, you stole our idea. We were wondering if one of us bunks during the week, for the cheaper rates, we're going to be caught on that part.
Do a corporate offsite and then stay an extra day. That's the best way to do it.
That's a great idea. I hope our bosses are listening.
Let's
corporate
have a segment
offsite coming
from
up.
the vineyards. Wine is so exciting today. This is the most visited vineyard in Asia. Sula, our Sula campus at Nasik, is the most visited vineyard in Asia. What a beautiful place to do a CNBC broadcast.
And you know what? We actually have a lot to celebrate since we are #1 now in terms of budget consumption during the week and on budget day. So I guess, well, there could be a party coming. You never know. We can manifest all this. But, tell me a little bit about the numbers, right? Because for the wine tourism business, you've done, I think, in 9 months of this year, about 50-60 crores is the run rate, 54 or 55 crores. It's still a very small portion of the overall business, but what is the kind of scale up that you're looking at in terms of numbers?
Yeah, it's a small portion, meaning it's probably around 10% of our overall business. But the importance of wine tourism cannot be underestimated. So what's happening there is, you will just see the numbers in terms of revenue. What I see is people coming there, of course, buying some of our most expensive wine, and that's what gives you the revenue and the profits, but then enjoying what they are seeing, enjoying this experience and leaving our campus as our brand ambassadors and as wine lovers and wine consumers for life. That's really what I'm betting on. So it really has an outsized effect in that case. And that's why those visitor numbers. Also, one more fact, this year, we are going to do about 120,000 tastings just at our Nasik campuses. So that's huge, in the context of things, when you think about how many wine drinkers there are in the country. And all of those people are going to learn a little bit more about wine, going to leave there much more confident about what they like and what they're going to order next time they're in a shop or in a restaurant. That's the importance of our wine tourism business.
Rajeev, you had an impact on me the last time you explained to us the wine cult here in India, and I've chipped in there, I think. So you're having quite an impact. But, your shareholders would like to know, what about the margins going ahead? What's the sustainable number? If you could give us a one-word answer.
Very sustainable. Whatever you've seen for the last 9 months is entirely sustainable. More than that. So last year, we finished off at somewhere between 25 and 26% EBITDA margin. This year, so far, we're on track for doing even better than that. But I want to caution about talking about too much more than that. What I would prefer to do is take, some profits more than that and reinvest in the market, reinvest in penetrating wine consumption to tier 2 cities and beyond. That's really got to be our job for the next decade.
Okay, all the best, Rajeev. Thanks a lot for joining in, and continue growing your brand the way you do. You make all of us proud. One of the strongest Indian brands to be out there globally. I mean, well recognized as well. All the best. Thanks a lot for joining in.
Thanks so much.
Okay, let's slip into a quick break on that note. The market is still under a bit of pressure, 80 points lower on the Nifty. But on the other side, Mitesh Thakkar will be with us for some technical tips. Stay tuned.